You know, sometimes I wish a movie would just tell me what it's about in the title, just for once. Salmon Fishing in the Yemen is the name of the movie, and it's about, get this, salmon fishing in the Yemen, which is a desert and therefore a hard place to salmon fish. It is about a Saudi prince who wants a salmon river flowing through his desert so that he can go fly fishing with him and his buddies when he wants. And the thing is, he may have the money to pull it off. It stars Ewan McGregor as the person who may be tasked to help him do that, with Emily Blunt in there as well, and many, many others. It is a movie released much earlier this year that I'm just getting around to seeing because of a lot of the Oscar buzz that has been going around this one. And I have to say, I kind of get it. It's not as great as I think many people might want you to believe it is, but there's a real fun heart and just kind of a good feeling movie going on here. And a lot of that I think has to do with our lead actors. Ewan McGregor and Emily Blunt both do an amazing job in this movie at portraying who they are, at kind of that chemistry that's both funny and interesting, and it has both this idea that they kind of butt heads a little bit, but you also know they kind of belong together. It's kind of one of those movies that plays off of that very, very well. Plus the fact that this is a really interesting story about transporting a salmon river to the middle of the desert, and how do you do that, and what might happen, and what kind of political things does that bring, and what other kind of problems does that bring, and can you actually pull it off? And there's this also interesting underlying aspect of the British government and what they're doing with this. There's a lot that's compelling about this, at least. Interesting things to take a look at. Overall, Salmon Fishing in the Yemen is kind of one of those great movies just to pick up when you get the chance for cheap and maybe watch it with your family. But when you do, I think you'll have a decent time.